Hey guys, so as you can tell by the title, I scored an awesome rifle today. It's a 1941 Finnish M39 rifle, and I actually got it from an estate sale, and I want to spend just a couple minutes or so kind of telling you the whole story about that. I'm really excited to add this to my collection. I've got 9 Mosins already, so this makes number 10. This is my 3rd Finnish rifle. So, I'm doing really good and with my collecting and everything. And just kind of a backstory, I guess. So a few days ago, I saw, checking estatesales.net, I saw there was a local sale starting today at 10 o'clock. And I saw this rifle with about 5 or 6 other rifles in the picture. And so I knew I wanted to come to this sale. And so I set myself an alarm to get up this morning extra early. I'm always about getting the estate sale, sometimes an hour and a half, 2 hours early, if there's something that I really want there. That way I can beat the crowd and better my chances of getting it. And so I had no idea what model Mosin it is or price or anything. I had no idea. So I woke up this morning and I was so tired. I'd only slept like 3 hours. And I was like, man, I don't know if I want to go. So I went back and forth for about 30 minutes. And finally I was like, I'm going to go. So when I got there, I was about an hour and a half early. And there were 4 people ahead of me in line. So I'm like, crap. I like to be first in line. So I was like, man, this could be competition trying to get to the guns, And so I was just kind of standing around there and everything. And one of the men left because he didn't realize that the sale started at 10. He thought it started at 9. So I'm like, all right, 1 down, 3 to go. So there's 3 more guys ahead of me, and they're talking about different stuff and everything. And another man comes, and he starts asking, hey, what are y'all here for? What are you looking for and everything? And I never, ever tell people exactly what I'm at a sale for. Don't do that. I don't do that, and I never will. If they ask me, I'll just say, well, I like collecting old stuff, a little bit of everything, just kind of some old stuff. I'm never going to tell them, hey, I'm coming to look at that that Mosin Nagant rifle, or I'm coming to look at those awesome helmets, or I'm coming to look for that, whatever. Don't do that. I'm never going to do that. I'll just say in general, I'm just looking for old stuff. I kind of collect different things and leave it at that, because some people fish for information. And so the guys started talking and everything, and based off what they were saying, they weren't really interested in the guns. So I was like, okay, cool. So again, it was supposed to start at 10, and it was we was freezing outside. We were so cold, and we were standing there. Again, I was there an hour and a half. 3 guys ahead of me were there 2 hours or more. People behind me, everybody was cold and everything. We were getting close, and some people started touching each other a little bit, and I don't know. But I thought about seeing if we could start rubbing each other's feet to kind of get the circulation flowing, because my toes were frozen. I'm sure theirs was too. It was cold. We were like breathing on each other and everything, trying to warm each other up. It was cold. So at 10 o'clock, they didn't freaking open the door. They didn't open it till 10:06. So I guess they wanted to give us a little bit more time to enjoy the nice weather outside before they let us in the sale, because we were freaking popsicles. It was unreal. Anyways, I went in there, immediately saw the table of guns, went right to it, picked this up. I'm going to bring you in closer here in a minute, and I'll show you exactly what I have here. I immediately picked this up before anybody else behind me, could come and try to get it or look at it or whatever. So I picked it up, and I started looking it over, and I fell in love. It was love at first sight, really. Don't tell my wife. But, I looked and saw it had a sticker on it, on the buttstock, $400. When I saw that, I knew, hey, I'm getting this thing. I'm not going to let it go. If somebody wants this, they're going to have to take it from my cold, dead hands, because I'm not putting this down. I'm not going to think of it's mine. I'm getting it. And I still didn't thoroughly look it over, know exactly 100% what it was. I saw a few things, kind of gave me an idea, but $400, I couldn't wait to pay for it. I did, and I got the heck out of there. I wanted to come home and start looking at the thing and studying it, researching exactly what I had and everything. But, yeah, kind of a, I guess, story right there for you. But now I'm going to bring you in and show you this beautiful rifle. So let's go. All right, so here it is. Let me set my notebook down here, little talking points. Here it is, my 1941 Finnish M39 rifle. This thing is beautiful. I love it. Kind of pan it here for just a second and show you. And then I'll show you some more up close. So, as far as the production on this, I kind of looked and did some research today. And from what I saw, it might be wrong, but what I saw in multiple locations was supposedly approximately 101,000 were made during the war, basically, up until 1945, and that's the different arsenals. So if that's accurate, this is one of about 101,000 M39s made total. Now, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. This one is, I'll show you. See, it's got a hex receiver, which is a really good thing. Of course, most of them had a hex receiver from what I understand. It's got VKT on there, so that'd be the arsenal it was made at. And you see the serial number 25769 and then 1941. So what I can tell you is the barrel, receiver, and the bolt all match. Here's the side of the receiver, 25769. And then the bolt has, you see, 769 right there on the bolt handle. So it all matches for sure. It's got the SA on there, you know, which represents Finnish. Which my understanding is these were built on old M91 receivers, if I'm not mistaken. So, again, you guys correct me if I'm saying something wrong, but we're all trying to learn. But overall, it's in really good condition. And it does have like a repair or maybe a reinforcement here. If you can see where it's been spliced and it's been basically fit in, the two different pieces of wood were fit into each other right there. Not sure if this was a common thing. It may have been, maybe for reinforcement, or maybe it just needed a repair. One thing I can tell you about this rifle is it is import marked, which I know that's kind of frowned upon, but it's right here, St. Albany, Vermont, if I'm not mistaken. But CAI, Century Arms International is what I'm trying to say. I'm running a blank here, still on 3 hours of sleep. See, it says M39 Finland and 7.62 by 54R. So this does shoot the same caliber as, you know, the 9130s and the M38 and the M44 and a lot of them. And those of you guys might know this. If you don't, there are so many variants and stuff of Nagant rifles. It is unreal. And I know some people only collect them and study it like a science, kind of like I do, maybe with helmets or other things. And there are so many variants and models and rarities and uncommon this and common that. It's just unreal. But you got to really study it like a science for sure. And this rifle is so heavy. I couldn't believe how heavy it was. This thing feels almost like an M1 Garand, or maybe even, I don't know, about as heavy as an M1 Garand, maybe even a little bit heavier. Then you see it's got the 86432. I'm not 100% sure what that is. I don't know if that has to do with the sight adjustment or is that another serial number. Y'all fill me in on that. Then it's got right here the place for a sling. And there's the sticker right there. It's $400, not $4,000. $400. Overall, I like it a lot. But what I can tell you, though, is it does have like a hairline crack in there, if you see that. And it extends all the way over here. And so, before I would shoot this rifle, I would definitely, you know, I could do it myself. Definitely want to make the repair in there. You can see it. It's just kind of a fine line right through there. If you see that. And it's actually kind of big, I guess a bigger crack right here, right to the back. Which I'm wondering, I know I've seen these on a lot of other milsurps. I wonder if it's just because this screw right here has been over tightened, and then maybe just the pressure or force from shooting the gun, you know, split the stock, or it caused the, you know, the crack in it. Again, I've seen this on a lot of rifles. Most of you guys probably have as well. But I'm just wondering if that's been over tightened, and then probably the pressure of maybe certain cartridges, or just maybe normal wear and tear over the years and everything. So I hope to shoot this one day, but I would definitely want to make sure that I, you know, take care of that crack in there before I cause any further, I guess, damage to the rifle or crack or whatever. But, you know, I think I did really good for $400. I believe this rifle realistically probably go for, you know, a few hundred more dollars. Maybe $600, $700, $800. Could go for more. I know everything seems to be going up in price. Milsurps and guns in general and ammo and just so much, you know. But, again, I think I did really good. I'm very pleased with it. I'm glad I got up after only having 3 hours of sleep and braved the cold and risked everything health-wise, I guess it seemed, to be able to have a chance at this. And I'm so glad it all worked out. But I love this rifle. This is number 1 on the year, which the year's just started. But we'll see how many I pick up pick up this year. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this rifle. Tell me about it if I misspoke something or just any other information I might have overlooked. Also, the bore is really good on this as well. I'm definitely going to give it a good cleanup and everything. But great rifle, lots of history. It's in a good home in my collection now. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate you so much. More videos are on the way.